This is how I roll.
And Shalom, Shalom. We have the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashuk, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashuk, B'Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity. And to the few Akwaf that are listening. I was listening to a video with Apostle Tahar with that demon vocab alone. He was a guest on some fake Jews pastor named Michael Weiner, I believe. And he is a wiener or whiner or whatever, man. He is a damn wiener. And basically, the guy said that, he read a comment where it said that the BHI, it sounds like a racist cult. Well, first of all, we don't know what a BHI is, what that is. But we do know that Christianism is in serious conflict, that is in serious conflict with the scriptures. Don't worry about it, brother. It's in serious conflict with the scriptures, man. All right, and then he talk about races. All right, it is racist. I'm gonna tell you what's racist. The Wounded Knee was racist. All right, the Indian Removal Act was racist. All right, the slave trade, period, both the Northern and Southern Kingdom, was racist.
DCFS racist.
All right. Yes.
What ICE doing to Ishikar down there on the border, that's fucking racist.
The matter of fact, the building of America was built upon hatred and racism.
Right.
And it was backed by Christianity.
Right.
And then he said that there's contention within the Hebrew Israelites. All right. Yeah, there is, because there's only one truth, and the men of the Great Millstone have it.
Right.
All right. But there's been contention within Christianity all along.
Right.
It was not the Lutherans warring with the Baptists.
Right.
Was not the Baptists warring with the Methodists and the Catholics. They all got different doctrines. All right. But they're not being called cults. So one thing that I'm so tired, I can't wait. I hope and pray to Yahweh Ba'ashuk Shai that vocab Malone's death is public.
That's right.
To where it ends up on social media and the whole world sees it.
That's right.
And I hope that it's violent and slow and painful. Right? I hope he gets like eaten by a pack of wild dogs or something. And it all get caught on video, you know? And people trying to help them, but they can't because the dogs just ripping them apart and snapping at them every time they get close. And by the time the authorities come, you know, I hope that something like that happens to them, man. Because things keep happening to validate the Bible, man. And another thing that what these guys don't do is that with Christianism, let's call it what it is, all right? Christianism does not acknowledge the prophecies, because he said something about the fact that, well, the Hebrew Israelites were saying that Nat Turner knew he was an Israelite and things of that nature. Well, it was said that that Nat Turner said that he was a prophet of the Old Testament, which means, and all the prophets of the Old Testament were Hebrew Israelites. All right? You got something, brother?
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe Nat Turner was saying he was leading his people east to Jerusalem to be free, man. You know what I mean? So of course Nat Turner had understanding of the Bible.
He identified,
you know?
He identified with the Jews according to historians. And the reason being is because he was one.
That's right. That's right.
It's simple, man.
Right. If you could go back to the 15, but I would say the 1600s, the 1700s and the 1800s, and you got chains on your fucking neck, and you sit up there and plainly read, your people have yokes of iron on your neck, you should go into bondage. A dummy you know here, Israelite.
And they still are yet to show any relics.
Right, the 48ers.
I hope there's a fake Jew in there.
Right.
But they're still yet to show any relics of any of the 1948ers in yokes of iron with chains around their neck being sold into bondage, man.
That's right.
With being Stein.
All right?
Finkelstein.
Exactly. Finkelstein, Silverstein, Goldsmith.
Yeah.
They weren't. As a matter of fact, when you check the records closely, they were the ship owners.
Yep.
Exactly.
So how can you be the victim and the villain?
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
I'm gonna build a ship and put myself on it as a slave.
All
Well,
my
but you know what?
my
They
uncles-
actually wrote that in the JPS, in the Jewish Society Public JP, whatever it stands for, the acronym. When you get to Deuteronomy 28 and 68,
Yeah.
it says you shall sell yourself, but no one shall buy. That's
Yeah.
what it says in English.
Yeah.
But then when you read it in the Hebrew, it reads just like the King James.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, somebody get that.
It's like gallows. It says you should be sold on gallows on the Jewish version.
No, in the JPS, the one that I have, it literally says what I just said. I have a JPS, Jewish Publication Society Bible, the Tanakh. All right, and it says when you get to that scripture, ye shall sell yourselves, but no one shall buy.
Yeah.
So you're right. So here I am on an auction block, auctioning off myself.
You, your
I'm
cousins.
got my
Your
own
uncle.
chain. I'm right, talking all fast. 25, 45, 39. Right. Can I get
Sounds
it? Can
nuts,
I?
man.
Sold. I kicked myself into slavery. That shit is retarded, man.
That's right.
It makes absolutely no sense.
fucking sense.
It's stupid.
We saw nuts, man.
This Deuteronomy
Fucking nuts.
28:68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake to thee. Thou shalt see it no more again,
It being Israel.
and there you shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, and that word buy is not talking about purchasing, it's talking about redeeming you. No one shall save you from it. So once you start going in, and that's why the Christians do not like to deal with prophecy.
Right.
All right? Because when you're forced to deal with prophecy, when you start matching things up with history and historical events, the prophecies paint a picture of who the children of Israel are. If you would, jump down to verse, I think, 44 through 46, where there shall be a sign and a wonder on your seed forever. So it's telling you that it was going to be a sign that when you see a group of people being put on ships and shipped around the four corners of the earth via the slave trade with yokes of iron, that would be the identifying thing. Oh, turn my camera, my light on. That would be the identifying marker, sign of who the children or the sons of Israel are.
That's right. This is Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till you be destroyed.
Right? So, hey, look, man, damn near every high-rise building within a mile of here, within 5 miles of here, are owned by Jewish owners. You best believe it.
Right.
Damn near all these apartment complexes. All right?
Right.
Not just Caucasians, white Caucasians, so-called, but Jewish Caucasians,
That's right.
so-called.
In verse 44, like you were just saying, it says, he shall be the head and you shall be the tail.
Yup.
He shall lend to thee and you shall not lend to him. And
Right.
who owns all the banks?
That's right, and that's Wabash right there, correct?
God.
All right, we get on Wabash and we walk for 15 minutes. We walk right into Jewelers Road,
Right.
all right? 90% of the people in Jewelers Road is who? Amalekites. All right, there's a couple Ishmaelites in there,
Right.
but they own a little bit of small side things, them little mega malls where there's a bunch of them.
Right.
But the big jewelry stores with all the
They're on the
stupid,
upstairs.
yeah, with all the stupid stuff in those high-rise buildings on Wabash, those whole buildings go all the way up, man. 90% of the people that own those jewelry spots
Jewelry
are,
district.
is Amalek.
That's right.
All right, those Amalekites.
That's right.
All right, that's where they get what the Germans would use that term kite. It was short for Amalekite.
Damn.
All right, a lot of people
I ain't know that.
never put that together,
Right, I ain't know that.
so they know,
Damn.
and so that's why they made that term a derogative term.
Right,
All right,
right. Damn.
because that was so that instead of saying the whole thing, they would call them that,
Exactly.
and they would
I ain't
piss
know
them
that.
off.
Now that's heavy. I ain't know that. It says, verse 46, going back to the curses. Deuteronomy 28:46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So you be brought down low to a sign and a wonder, man. You Google yokes of iron. You won't see. You might find a picture of Charleston Heston from the movie Planet of the Apes.
Right.
On a BHI website.
Right.
But you ain't gonna find you ain't gonna find thousands or millions of Edomites in yokes of iron. But guess what? You will soon.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, leave it up to if this place was to go on. If this place was to go on, shit, he'll have everybody painted up like him. He'll have him painted up as us as the slaves.
Michael Jordan.
He'll have Michael Jordan. He'll be a bald white dude with his
Yeah,
tongue out
blue
his
eyes.
mouth.
Yep.
They'll give him a mullet. They'll give him a
will be
fucking
white.
mullet. They get Tyson the mullet.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson already turned himself white, so they can't do that.
They'll go back, which was a part of his payment. All right.
Right.
He was too popular. You couldn't have, this dude. That was the most popular human being alive,
He's
man.
a fucking icon.
All right.
That's right.
I mean, this dude, women with Edomites would bust on themselves just in his presence and pass out.
Man, that is
All right.
crazy,
And
man.
he had too much power. This dude step off the plane in Europe.
Right.
Right.
Anywhere.
You know, these bros would fall out, man.
Crazy, man.
All right.
That was crazy, man.
Way more popular than the Beatles ever could have been. All right.
Crazy.
You couldn't have no brown skin,
Nope.
fat nose, afro,
That's-
nigga doing this shit.
So that was part of his deal.
Right.
That he had to change himself.
That's right.
That's fucked up.
That man, that's crazy.
Now you got niggas doing it for pleasure because they got that inferiority complex.
And then when he started trying to come out and talk about it, they offed his ass.
Right.
They took care of it. And look at
Right.
look at this monkey, Sammy Sosa, man. Black ass nigga, man. He got a slick back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Niggas do it for cosmetic, for pleasure now. They think the so-called white man is better than them,
And I
man.
used to see that dude in Lake Point Tower.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa.
I used to see him in Lake Point Tower when I had a little business in there many years ago, man. I used to see him on the elevator with his wife. His wife was fine as hell too, man.
That dude's a fucking
And he was
clown.
always beating her because she always had black eyes and shit.
Slamming Sammy
Fucking her
Sosa.
face up. Yeah, right. Because the woman that fine, I don't know what was going on, you know.
Right.
But you know, he was messing her face up.
Supposed to
I'm
get
like,
rid
dude.
of her, man, or punch in the legs.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, that woman was gorgeous, man. I wonder if she did it too. Because she was just as dark as he was.
Sit on that
Wow.
bitch knees and beat her legs.
You know, she was one of them real pretty ass Simeonite women. Was
Yeah.
pretty, that deep cinnamon, dark brown, just pretty as fuck, curvy. She was fine as hell, man. And she would always be having them because she get on the elevator and I see her black eyes. She'd always have marks on her face. I'm like, this nigga beating her ass, man.
Off
You
the
know?
Royce.
Slam
Hoes
the Sammy.
love
Yeah, he was
He was
on
off the Royce.
He was on the Royce, man, mad as hell.
Slam the Sammy.
Because he was always a step behind the other dude on the Royce,
Mark
McGuire.
Walker.
Why, yeah.
Them niggas was turned up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Barry Bonds, all them niggas was turned up, man. Jose
shit's
Canseco.
Right.
Them niggas was like,
Yeah, ain't he the one that went ran his mouth?
Yeah, he snitched.
Yeah, Jose went snitched on them all.
He read it on all them niggas,
But
man.
you know, all them professional sports. But anyway, we don't want to get into that. We want to get back to these curses, man. All right. So that's one thing that No Class Malone and Mr. Wiener did not talk about. They talked about everything. He even talked about how he understood how Matt Turner he understood why he felt the way he felt and why he did the things he did. Now I'm not saying that it was okay to be killing white babies, but in the Bible it says that he says that he's gonna dash the little ones against a stone.
Right.
That's the Bible they believe.
That they're going to wash their feet in the blood. You want to get it? Somebody got it.
I was going to
The
grab
scripture.
Isaiah 14.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 14:21.
I got it.
It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
That's an order from the Bible, man. The Bible, the whole Bible is law. That's the Lord's word, man.
That's right.
All right? And what did the Lord say?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Because ultimately it wasn't Isaiah that said it, it was the Lord that said it.
That's
Isaiah described it.
That's right.
All right? So what did the Lord say again?
Isaiah 14:21, the Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities.
And that's what it comes down to, because Mr. Wiener kept asking about, well, how many of them is it and how fast are they growing?
Shit.
All right? And he said it's only 4%. First of all, they lie about, because now they're finally saying that we're 14% the population. We were 12% of the population for 100 years.
Right.
All right?
Right.
That's insane, man.
Right. Even though all through the 60s and 70s, Jake was pregnant and having babies at 13, 14, 15 years old.
Oh, man.
And Esau was not having children at all.
Oh, yeah.
But somehow we still stayed. But you know, that's all right.
Weak sperm.
Okay, exactly. But he said, what you got to understand, this is what vocab said. If it's only 4% of them, you got to understand, 4% of 14 million. Well, that's over a million of them. And that sounds about, you know, when it comes to the elect, it's going to be way more than that. But
Right.
but the point being, they're nervous and they're afraid.
Yeah.
All right, because how do you get the 1948ers? How do they fit into anything that's in Ezekiel 37 at all? All right, I still yet to see, because I do remember Jews for Jesus many years ago. They would come out on the streets, going back to like 2000, 2008, 2009. They would often stand on Chicago and Michigan Avenue, you know, over there near the Gold Coast.
Okay.
You see them there, and you know they were Jews for Jesus. There's Christianity,
Right.
but they just happen to be Jewish, Jews for Jesus. All right. Christianism is false, man. And that's another thing too. Not only is Christianism all got different doctrines and they all warred with each other.
Oh, most
All right.
definitely.
But Judaism is in straight denial of Christianity
Completely.
and against it. Yet they uphold it. So what that means is that it's something else that's holding them together. They know that they're Edomites. So it's all about Edomite supremacy. That's what it comes down to. Because the Jewish people are basically saying F the Christians.
Right.
They don't give a damn about Christian. But these Christians here in America, they uphold Judaism, which is completely against the Bible.
Exactly.
They don't believe in the Messiah of the Bible.
At all. I got
At all.
This is showing up in 2020 for Christianity. It's 31% of the population, which will be 2.3 billion people. You would think if they had the truth, the Lord would have came back already and saved the elect.
Exactly.
2.3 billion?
Yeah, 2.3 billion people, man. And the Lord never came back. Why? Because the prophecy hadn't been fulfilled about the remnant, man. It had not been fulfilled. Somebody get Ezekiel 37. Any precepts y'all got?
I got this.
The Psalms 137 and 9.
Perfect.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Slap.
Can you read? Start at verse 7.
Oh, Lord.
Keisha.
She know the King Keisha. That's
For the
Maria.
streets.
That's
Psalms 137 and 7.
Maria. Maria.
So remember, O Lord, the
Shit.
children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundations thereof.
And that was, as a matter of fact, I could just see Vocab Malone right there with him, man.
Right.
Right?
Oh,
'Cause
most
we know
definitely, he the fucking
we
ring
know
leader.
he an Amalekite. He
With that
was right,
stupid hat on.
He was right there with him. Raise it, raise it. He was cheering. All right?
Amalekite Malone.
Con. That's what we need to
Belong
start
to
calling.
Teamanite.
Malone the team and
Malone. That's Malone the team tonight.
Team
That's
and
even
Malone.
I got a quick one. It's Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he should surely be put to death.
Right, and we're still found in their hands. And we're in slavery right now through contractual law, man.
That's right.
And the worst of that is part of the DCFS, the Family and Human Services, man. With that Title 4D fraudulent child support shit.
None of the other man.
That's just that's worse than a mortgage. All right,
Damn.
it's a death sentence.
At least you got a place to live with
The
a mortgage.
debt never go. The debt go because what they do is that that system is so oppressive that it basically it cuts you down financially when you can't build yourself up. So when you get older, you don't have shit to even pass on to your children. It prevents you from being able to buy own property, all your licenses, everything. It completely castrates you financially.
It's called economic castration, man.
That's basically what it is,
That's what
man.
it's called. Hey,
Right?
like Floki said, see the rewards of treason. These are the rewards of treason. What the bitch getting paid for? Adultery? Her fucking head
Pretty
really
much.
supposed to be rolling. It's the reward of treason, man.
Exactly.
I had one real quick, just going back to vocab and being Stein. This is 2 Corinthians. Cause the best thing really to do is shut up. Cause the harder you go, we gonna go even harder and confound you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is 2 Corinthians 13:8. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." All right, you kicking against the pricks. You don't even know that. Hey, Yahushua said it best. I will give you a wisdom and mouth which they will not be able to gainsay nor resist. So starting with the elders and the apostles on down, it's nothing you can even do against this but make yourself look bad. The Most High, he said the deceived and the deceiver are his. You have literally been set up to make a damn fool out of yourself.
That's exactly what they're doing.
He goes back to Ezra, the 4th chapter. All right, it says,
Yeah, with Sam Ballot.
now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Most High God of Israel, because that's what we're doing. Hey, the temple is being rebuilt. The house of David is coming back together, right? But then what? What did our adversaries do? Verse 4, then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in the building and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even unto the reign of Darius, king of Persia, man. So vocab, he was just set up to try and frustrate our purpose. But like the brother just said, man, you can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth. You see, there was a physical temple they were building back then. You cannot hinder the spirit. You know what I mean? Like, the spirit is like the wind, man. The spirit just is. It's a pure inspiration from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You can't hinder this, man. You can cut down the channels. You can try to defame us all you want, slander us all you want. It's just gonna make the temple build even more, man.
Right. You're fulfilling prophecy when you do that, man.
That's right.
You're right. You can't do anything against this thing. Man,
That's because
that didn't sound too good.
That motherfucker smoking too.
Right, that's what I said.
Hey, but it stopped right in front of the brother. That's spiritual. He stopped right in front of the brother. He was shielded. I peeped that, man.
That's good. I was gonna say this time around, the men of the Lord are the temple, man. That's the most important part. The temple, that's what the Most High said the kingdom is within you. So this time, when they come to touch the temple this time, that's why the Lord's going to send the chariots, and they're going to send all the miracles this time, because we're the temple. All right? And the Most High's not going to let his temple, the men, get harmed to that point, man. So the point is, it's like, what was I going to say? The temple that we're out here building is something that they can't touch, like you said, bro. And they're trying every avenue. They're saying that we're what is it, the 4%? We're the 4% of 4% of us is waking up to it, so that's 1 million people.
Hey, look, man.
It's unstoppable.
This is a
It's
worldwide
unstoppable,
thing.
man. This is a
This is a
phenomenon.
worldwide thing, and then they want to try and restrict it, and that's just it. They're trying to force the narrative that it's only Judah. No,
Oh, no.
no, it's not. And not only that, the speckled birds too.
I was just going to say,
You got
his next door neighbor might be
dudes who
Israelite.
look like Edomites who are saying exactly what we're saying,
Yep.
and saying it loud.
Exactly.
And that's the worst blow. That's the worst blow.
Hey, I just saw a video where the military is about to fall apart. Military is losing members because of this damn what they call
crisis.
it? No, not that. This damn bullshit that they've been calling with the history, the
Critical race theory.
critical
Oh,
race
yeah,
theory.
yeah. I seen all
And,
the videos
and,
on
and,
it,
and critical race theory
Yeah.
is hitting in the military, and the guys in the military are showing
Yeah.
that no, it's outright racism within the promotion of officers and things like that in the military. Because the backbone of the military has been the so-called Negro Latino ever
Facts.
since they joined it, man.
Facts.
All right, ever since they allowed them to serve, man.
Pure fucking facts.
Okay?
All your fucking drill sergeants, all right, all your main trainers, they all predominantly
Gadites.
Judah
Yep.
and Ephraim. And Gad in there
They
too,
name
man.
they tomahawks, all
Yep.
that shit. They name it after Gadites, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yep, a lot of the cooks. Matter of
Yep.
fact, that's a lot of the cooks is Jake and Gad. Gad always is when I was in the Marine Corps, man, most of the cooks was Gadites.
Facts. That's facts.
All right?
I seen it.
Got free
See?
time.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Esther 3 and 8. And Haman, which could be vocab today.
All them motherfuckers vocab. In every lifetime, that's this fucking bastard, man. He got on
Right,
that same
you
hat.
look, you will find his face in history, and it's that funny looking little bastard.
I mean, he gonna be horrible, man.
Haman Malone.
Esther 3 and 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws, therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. You know, and that's basically what vocab does. He's trying to make it seem to the public that we aren't for any profit of anybody else. Because why? We're telling them when we get set up, y'all going into slavery.
And that's scriptural.
Yeah, so he's basically trying to set us up like Haman was setting up the Israelites back then to get us put to death. Verse
Yeah, because we're becoming a pest in society, man. That's why you have like random Edomites. Anywhere you go, talking about the Israelites and them actually knowing they're Edomites, man. I think Mariella showed me an image where they were in the bar. This wasn't no bar in Illinois, some bar in California. They had each Edomite had a letter. Each E, this Edomite had the S, this Edomite had the A, this Edomite had the U. And it spelled out Esau. They were all in the bar, thumbs up. So the truth is going out, man.
Yeah. I saw another one where they were drinking expensive wine and it said Edom.
Yeah, it said Edom.
So
Yeah,
they know. So they know exactly who they are, man. The problem is that they never wanted us to know.
Right.
Right? Because the elites of their society and the well educated of their society, that's me, they knew. But these everyday, they didn't know, man. They didn't know at all.
Right, they thought they were white people. No such fucking thing as a white person, man. I'm white.
They ain't white, they ain't white.
You pale as hell and lost in the sauce. That's what you is. Go ahead,
This
bro.
is verse 9. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hand of those that have the charge of the business to bring it into the king's treasury. So ultimately he set it up where they were going to be destroyed, but it backfired on them.
And when you look at Haman, who's standing in his stead today? Vocab. He truly is. He's standing in the stead of Haman right now. Because he's the main one pushing that vibration to demonize us who have done nothing except read the Bible and tell the truth. Right? Meanwhile, you got organizations that actually shot people, firebomb people, hung people, killed people, and nothing has ever happened to them. Nothing has ever happened to them. And they never got demonized on the same level as we do. All right? And we ain't hung nobody. We got plenty of trees, but hey, it would be nice to see some Edomites hanging from these trees.
Some
All
new
right?
strings.
I wouldn't feel bad about it at all. But we have not done such a thing. All right?
Nor will we. We're waiting on the Lord.
We're waiting on the Lord. All right? Point blank period, man. When the Lord comes, that sort of thing will be happening. Luke 19:27, real quick, just to prove it.
Said Luke 19:27.
Come.
Whoever get it first.
It's Luke 19:27. But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
There you go. The Lord is going to have a lot of people, all right? And a lot of those going to be 2/3 too, that death by pain.
Right.
But the number one enemies to Israel is Esau. All right? So guess what? Esau going to be brought before the Lord, and they're going to get put to death.
That's right.
All right? Hung, beheaded, ran through, beat to death, stoned to death, however it happened. Stomped. Right.
Said the scripture say we're
We'll
going
have
unto a devil, man.
Right, it's gonna have some 9-foot tall Israelite, ridiculously swole for no reason.
mobilized.
But damn fists that look like boulders. Just beat them. Right?
Hammer fist.
Good precept.
Go ahead, brother.
In Psalms 120 and 6, my soul has long dwelt with him that hateth peace. I am for peace, and when I speak, they are for war, man. And all we doing is coming up the scriptures, right? The same foundation that you said America built it on, man. Hey, we haven't went out there and shot nobody, we ain't hung nobody, we ain't poisoned no water. All right, we
Look at all these death on these trees.
Yeah,
I ain't done none of that. I don't know. I've been smelling something since I've been out here.
Yeah, it smells weird. The rain, it smells weird when it rains now.
You know?
They don't even give you that good rain smell no more. When it used to rain, it used to come out and you could smell. It used to smell good. Now it smells like fucking, like it has like
all them chemicals
like
just
a
came
dirty
out.
This
dust.
that rain off The Simpsons when Homer put on that jacket and it rained and the shit melted off. That ass of that, yeah. That's the rain we get now, man. It's serious though, like you feel it in the breathing, man. This shit rough, man. And that's why the scripture say in Revelation, to destroy him, to destroy the earth. We didn't destroy the earth. Shit, we barely can get a job. We don't have the resources, the army, none of that to orchestrate this much damage to the planet and the inhabitants thereof, man.
Yeah, I just saw somebody was reading something. I was listening to him talk about how the white rhino is just went extinct or about to go extinct.
No, it went extinct. I seen
that's
it
true.
like 2 days ago. It's officially through.
It's true.
It's fucking.
That's Esau shooting their ass down for fun.
But they are.
Because you know,
Mike
you
Vick
always see them standing with a rifle and some big glorious creature that the Lord created, and they just murdered just for a trophy.
They ain't doing
Just so they
nothing
can,
else.
just so they can pose, right? And cut the head off some gigantic moose and his horns, you know,
Right.
kill some damn lion, and they posing with it. You know,
And not saying that you niggas should be doing that, but look,
that shit is
let
gay.
them find you wrestling have some pit bulls in the basement.
Right.
Man, they gonna look how they did to Mike Vick. I'm sure these same crackers paid $50,000 to go over there to Africa and all type of places in Asia and hunt down game like it ain't nothing,
Yeah,
man.
they kill a big ass silverback, and then they chop his paws off and his head off.
Yeah, put him on the wall like this.
You know?
That's what Esau does. Esau goes and exploits the land, right? They know the people who are holding them safaris, their economic system is very poor, man.
Exactly.
They charge tens of thousands of dollars to go over there and do that, man.
Yeah.
I know.
And kill a great beast, man.
Yes.
And the beast. And here's the thing: the beast don't know he at war.
Nope.
Exactly.
No.
It ain't like I'm just drinking water, walking
Just
through
chilling
through the jungle. All of a sudden, I get shot.
No chance.
Right.
It ain't like you slaved.
And you got shot from a fucking half a mile away with a high-powered ass rifle
Right, you ain't selfish,
of an
man.
enemy
ain't
that
finna go
you ain't.
beat the
You're right.
beast.
You don't know you at war, man.
Selling the tusk for $25,000 a piece.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Or making piano keys with it.
Yeah. The ivory, man.
Like you can't make a piano with something else.
Right.
You done invented all this plastic you can't get rid of, and then you would think that somebody, because you don't need ivory to make the piano.
Oh,
You
not at
still
all.
make it, but yet you would think that well, you know what, I want a piano, but I don't want one that's where animal had to die. Make me one like this.
Right. They still
You
like
got the money.
The YouTube video that came out a couple years ago, the Edomite dude, he made a gun and shit. He seen the snake, shot the snake, made some boobs.
Man.
You're right.
Oh, man.
He started
Oh no!
killing all
First
the
thing he did was
animals
stepped
and
on the
shit.
bug.
Oh, he stepped on
He
the
saw a
bug.
bug crawling, and then he stomped on it. This it.
Right.
And then he walked up on
awesome, man.
the snakes, killed the snakes, and made boots out of them.
Yep.
And he just went on the tear of destruction until you got trees that don't have no life on them.
The whole planet was a junkyard.
And then the UFO had to come and squash his ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is exactly what's about to happen.
Exactly what's about that.
And y'all saw about the Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
Dropped 130 feet.
Yes, sir, brother. It dropped 13 stories.
13 stories.
So it's like it was a 13-story high building.
Yeah, like that.
All right. So no, that's a mid-rise. So that's what, about 20 stories. So half of that, well, not even half. You go up 13. That's a lot of water, man. All right. Because if you had to swim up 13 stories, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it, man. You gonna go get up
never
maybe
thought
like
about
3-4 stories, and if you can swim, if you're a strong swimmer,
Fucking
if you're a
Michael
weak
Phelps.
swimmer, you gonna make it about 2 stories, and that's it. You're gonna get out of breath, and you're gonna drown. You ain't gonna swim up 13 stories, man. And that water is gone.
Especially Jacob.
This ain't the movies.
Gone.
I just to back up what you were saying about the animals going extinct. Genesis 25 and 27.
Speak up a little bit, brother.
And the
Make it
boys
loud.
grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
There it is, man.
That's exactly what that's why the animals are going extinct.
I got a precept for that.
Because it's not like Esau hunts the way Gad did, the way Reuben did. All right, we hunted things, and we hunt the buffalo. We didn't need abominable things. Right, because I remember watching my son play what's that game? Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
And the dude was the little Gadite. Well, he really was a terror, but he was
Assassin's Creed Part 3.
He was shooting rabbits and hunting rabbits and shit. We wasn't hunting. We wasn't eating shit like that. Gad wasn't eating that rabbits and shit like that. They ate kosher, right?
They ate buffalo.
They ate buffalo deer, all right. You know, they
used the fur.
They ate chicken and what's the they used everything, right? If they wouldn't just hunt wolves, man. If they killed a wolf, it was out of self-defense, and then they used it.
Yeah.
They used his bones. They used everything, man.
Fur.
Same thing with a bear. They just didn't go up and kill grizzlies and shit. They lived in harmony with nature, man.
Right. That's why
Gad was so fast and so powerful. There's stories about how Gad would run up and slap the bear. That was part of their test, one of their tests of manhood. Right? You got to think about it, man. That game, lacrosse.
Yeah.
All right. When Gad played lacrosse, the field was a mile long.
That's insane.
All right. That's stories of Gad outrunning horses, man.
Yeah.
All right. They were outrunning horses. Okay.
And that's why I'd be happy when these bears, you hear about a bear mauling Esau and shit. Or the one dude, he shot the bear, and then the other bear followed him. And no, he didn't follow, he mauled his family. He followed his scent back to the family's tent. The other bear, and mauled the family. That was wild.
That right, that's vengeance.
That's vengeance.
Oh, real quick.
That's cold, man.
Ciroc 39, real quick, brother.
Spirit's created for vengeance.
That was a spirit created for vengeance, man.
That was
so
mighty.
Those bears were together.
Yeah.
So he probably killed his brother, his whatever, man.
Right. Yeah, he followed.
So he said, "Oh, so that's actually righteous."
And the hunter had to live with it.
That avenger of blood, man.
Hey,
that's in the Bible, people.
That shows you.
That's in the Bible, people.
That shows you, Elder, that the animals, because the elephant, when Esau kills the baby will die or some shit, they mourn for that elephant for a couple of days. They understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have some form of understanding. So, hey, shit.
And that's the #1 killer in the bush too. So that you know, the elephant,
ain't no joke,
and the black mamba. Those they kill more people in Africa in the jungles than anything else, man. The elephant, because when you come, they're very territorial and they'll just trample you, or they'll just hit you and you go flying into a tree and your back snaps.
Your ass going
right. You know,
an elephant hit you, your ass going weed.
Right, or they'll literally stomp your ass to the mire in the street, man.
Shit.
You know, they trample your ass, your guts explode out, you just flat.
Headbutt you.
Yeah, one of them tusks.
Elephant ain't no joke, man.
Yeah, you get caught on one of them tusks and then thrown.
The elephants, the hippos, the rhinos.
Yeah. So that's how you know that the Lord is not all love, man. And He created these beasts. The hippo, I just watched a poor little deer, some type of deer. I forget what kind it was, a gazelle or whatever, getting attacked by a bunch of wild dogs. And the hippo came, and you thought that the hippo was coming to save the damn deer. The hippo was mad that they all was in this mud hole. He was territorial. So the dogs, when the dogs were tearing at the damn antelope or whatever, they tearing them in every direction. He getting bit up, ripped to pieces. The hippo came and made the dogs run away. But then he turned on the damn gazelle and trampled him and fucked him up so bad, he was even worse than he was. Then he couldn't even run. Then the dogs just came and drug him off. They was like, thank you. He fucked him up. I've seen a video years ago where the crocodile swim too close to the hippos, and the hippo bit the crocodile in two. That's people don't understand how powerful the hippo bit the crocodile in two. His shit, his rear end and his front end was floating.
Yeah,
and all the other crocodiles started feeding on him.
Hungry hippo, baby.
Yep.
Hey, show the elder this, and we gonna show this.
Bring it up to the
out
camera.
the scripture, man.
Then bring that scripture out.
That's a grizzly belt.
That's from the go ahead.
This from a grizzly belt, Maul or somebody. Edomite.
And they say he lived, man.
Hey, fucked him up. Hey, that guy fucked that Edomite up, boy.
Damn.
I said, Alexa, play Future, mask off.
Fucking mask off. Future. You gotta play that Future. Hey, come here. You got the scripture? Come on.
Face off. Nicolas Cage.
Right.
John Travolta.
That's Sirach 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
So it appeases the Lord in heavens, Yahweh, man.
Who everybody say they believe in.
That you sitting up getting mauled, getting this Edomite, getting his face ripped off. It's more than that. Read, brother.
It says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishes the wicked to destruction.
Right. So when the Lord sent his beast on you, mighty or small, because you know a lot of people don't realize when the scorpions, the smaller they are, the more poison they are.
Yeah.
Right.
The bigger ones won't. They'll hurt when they sting you, right? But it's the little ones when they sting you, you die. The little ones got because they're small. So to see how the Lord and the fact that nature is the way it is, man, it's going to show you that the Lord ain't all love, man.
He say vengeance is mine. Why would he say that,
man? All right. So the way them damn the way those what do you call them damn things? Them chimpanzees are like fucking gangs.
Bamboos.
And then they fight each other. They fight each other, and the ones who lose get eaten. I didn't even know that chimpanzees are fucking cannibals.
They cannibalistic.
If you lose a fight, they eat your ass.
They beat you to death and eat you, man.
And
then they passing you around. Everybody eating on this motherfucker they just killed.
Yeah.
They be having full out gang wars.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. I was watching a documentary on them chimps, man. They fucking wild, man. They strong.
And you gotta remember, a chimp is only stand about this tall.
Fuck you.
But a chimpanzee got 5 times the strength of a man.
It'll rip you limb from limb, man.
5 times the strength. You ever locked up with a strong motherfucker? All right, 5 times the strength of that motherfucker that you locked up with that you remember.
Man,
all right,
that
5 times the strength. So if a chimpanzee got 5 times the strength of a man, man, a fucking silverback grab you.
Yeah, silverback ain't no joke. Then they got them big ass fucking teeth, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, them fists.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Hey, guess what? When all hell breaks loose, we gonna be in league with those animals.
Yep.
That's right.
This is Joe.
You let me get that power, man. I'm gonna go to the zoo and let them all out the cage and point them right to Lincoln Park.
That's right.
Right on the back.
Right.
I'm be riding on the silverback.
Right. Exactly. They're gonna go right over them gated communities.
That's right.
All them issues are.
Hey man, you think Adam couldn't
Right.
do it? Hey, Adam had
the apes come to life.
Hey, before the flood, they had to fear the man on them.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
animals had fear of man on them.
That's where they get Dr. Doolittle from, man.
Huh.
Adam was able to do all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know?
All them damn big cats, all them cages coming open, man.
That's right. It says, this is Job, chapter 5. I start at 22. At destruction and famine you shall laugh, neither shall you be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For you shall be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee, man.
Wow.
So hey man, fucking wolves, bears. Hey man, when you got the spirit
coyotes all over Chicago, man.
Mountain lions.
All over Chicago.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So, and you had coyotes attack people last summer for the first time.
That's right.
They were already snatching up small dogs and cats and shit. All right.
Yeah, I seen the
you
video.
let a little scooter out, you know.
Where Scooter at?
Right,
Now you gotta tell the kids he ran
Oh
away.
shit!
Right, your little cat dog is gone, man.
It was a video of one lapping on him. I think it was on the West Coast. It was a fucking mountain lion, and an Edomite. But they had opened the door on it. You could tell it like fucking. It wasn't scared that it seen him. It fucked up his concentration. So it ran away. It blew his cover. That motherfucker was lapping on that little motherfucker. I say, look, them fucking mountain lions and them bobcats, man.
Hey, I did a
They'll
video.
tear your ass up.
I did a video a couple years back, and I think it was in Colorado, because what you gotta understand, a mountain lion, a cougar, a mountain lion is a solitary cat, just like the tiger,
Yeah.
right? So you got your solitary cats, the panther family, the black panther, the
Leopards.
you know, cheetahs. They're all, those are all solitary animals. Lions are pack animal, all right? Okay? Lions are a pack animal. But this damn cougar, there was a guy that was filming out his back door. He's in his living room looking out his slide plate door, and there was 5 mountain lions on his deck.
Oh yeah.
All drinking water, and they were all looking at him. They all just sitting there. He looking at them through the glass, and they looking at him.
Right.
Like, come on out here,
They
nigga.
looking like, damn, look at this vending machine.
Right.
Right there.
That's right. He was right. It was a vending machine, man.
God, they had killed 2. I don't know if it was. You said that was in Colorado.
That was in Colorado, and I remember doing a video on it, because what you got to understand, man. They're coming down into the habitation of men. This is a sign of the time. Things ain't normal right now. Because first of all, cougars don't travel in packs.
No.
Exactly.
The fact that he had 5 cougars on his porch. All right. Now maybe one of them was a female. She was in heat. I don't know how it works in the cougar thing. You know. You know. And they were all getting ready to get down. They were gonna fight. You know, to see who's gonna, because you know they ain't all perverse like people. They ain't all gonna bang. Right. All right. So only one of them gonna bang, man. She ain't gonna let everybody mate with her, man. They ain't like these damn women here in Babylon and around the world these days.
Oh yeah.
You know, Swedish women are mad that Swedish men are bringing in Asian women and other women from other countries to be their wives, because they don't want to deal with the fucking Swedish women, because they've been ran through. All right. Especially every time, hey, if he go to Sweden, he gonna have 9 babies by the time he leave there.
Man, I think we need to start a camp,
Them
bro.
Swedish chicks.
You are the elders, brother. Send me out there, brother.
No, because I used to train.
I go with you.
I used to train this big ass dude, this big Swedish dude named John. We called him Big John. And he's always telling me, man, you come to Sweden, you'll get all the, I get none. You get all the ones. He used to tell me that shit all the time, man.
Some bitches.
He was telling me that shit. All right, how you think you got them fucking giants like Alistair Overeem and shit?
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking Melvin Mainoff.
Yes.
Right? Them dudes get first pick of all the bitches over there.
Yeah, man.
All right? They get first pick. So Swedish Edomites don't want to marry Swedish women anymore. Because why? They open the gates to Europe, and now all these brown men, Ishmael, all these Africans, and they over there running through them European women, man. And the European men are mad, don't want to marry and don't want to be with them, and now the women are all mad, crying, you know. But it's guess what opened up the gates of Europe? Feminism. And who's responsible for that? Esau. You fucked yourself, red boy. Stupid.
Just like
Yeah, I remember that bug out there.
Go ahead, brother.
The second Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and wild beasts shall change their places, and the mistress woman shall bring forth monsters.
And that fit everything we were just talking about.
That's
perfectly,
right.
Man. Perfectly.
Going back to the beasts, it was 2 mountain. I think it was 2 mountain lions. That's why I asked the elder, was it in Colorado? I know it was somewhere down there.
It was 5 of them.
But no, it's another one. A story.
Yeah.
Because this is what Esau did, right? I think it was in that what's that place?
But even then,
Yosemite National Park.
Yeah.
They had off 2 or 3 mountain lions. No, but they was together. They had off 2 or 3 of them for irregular behavior because they mauled some campers. It's a fucking wild beast. How's that irregular behavior? So Esau found him. He tracked him down and he offed him.
He
and
in
he
their
said,
crib.
right, you come in my motherfucking crib, start a fire, get to eat some dinner and some marshmallows.
Right.
Come on,
and
man.
right in the middle of my hunting season.
Right.
So, you know what?
behavior.
If I was a damn mountain lion, you know, and shit, I gotta chase this fucking deer that's running and jumping and shit.
Right.
This fucking powerful ass deer running all over the place, or this slow ass stupid human marshmallow, cooking marshmallows.
And that's
Well,
why
he's like, fuck it. This why I gotta go chase food when I got a smorgasbord.
Cause he's out there
You
frying
went
some bacon.
right. The fuck, man? You don't go
He
into
ate them crackers and they bacon.
I'm gonna go in the middle of the jungle, you know, with my badge and my pistol. I'm the new sheriff in town.
Right.
You know, ain't gonna be no spiders, webs, and no
Right.
snake in it. Who the fuck do you think you are? So they gonna listen to you before they all pounce on your ass, man.
They said it was
Let 'em
irregular
talk.
behavior.
You know?
Elder, you know what the worst part about it is? When this famine of bread comes, especially with the water and all that, so ain't no, they can't irrigate the lands or whatever. So when the famine comes, everybody starts dropping dead. All the animals gonna be smelling that death.
Yeah, and they gonna come to eat.
Coming.
And guess what? They gonna grab a lot of people that's not dead.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right? On their way, right?
What I might add, like over there in India, like you have a lot of dead bodies over there right now. You have dogs eating dead bodies over there in India.
That spreads disease.
Hey, look. Pop said it best on fucking Friday. You ain't got to worry about catching no dog. You have to worry about a dog catching your ass. And that's going to be a real proverb in Israel, man.
Hey, come,
A
man.
true saying.
Right, all these people with these little ass cat dogs, they ain't gonna be able to feed them no more. A lot of them dogs gonna get eaten by their owners or by the neighbor. Cause the dude, you know, the chick gonna be trying to protect the little dog.
Where's Toto at?
And build her neighbor, all right, that knows she live alone.
Right.
All right, he gonna,
She independent.
Right, she independent. He gonna come take her dog and
Take
eat
her.
it. Then he gonna come back later, eat her, and then eat her. All right? Go ahead.
This is Amos 5, chapter 18. Woe to those who desire the day of the Lord. What is it to you? What is it to you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. It is as if a man flees from the face of a lion, only to have a bear meet him. Or if he enters a house and leans against a wall, only to have a snake bite him.
What verse are you reading?
Right, that's not
Oh, calm. Can you get that back?
No, actually, read it again in the version you would just read. And somebody get it in the King James.
hand on the wall.
See how Esau cut himself. All right?
Lock it.
And no, because it made it. We understood it clearly in the King James. But you know, when you read that to people, they get stupid all of a sudden. You know, because the King James is written in the King's English. It's Old English. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 18. Woe to those who desire the day of the Lord. What is it to you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Right?
It is.
Because it's saying the same thing. It was just worded different. Go ahead.
It is as if a man flees from the face of a lion, only to have a bear meet him. Or if he enters and leans with his hands against a wall, only to have a snake bite him.
There you go. So basically, you open up the front door and a lion turns around.
Got
You
it.
slam the front door. And then you put your back to the door and there's a fucking bear in the house.
Worst case scenarios, man.
So you go to run from the bear and close that door and lean on the wall and a fucking snake gets your ass. And like going back to we were talking about Africa. The number one killer in Africa is no, that's the second. The number one killer is the elephant. Number two is the black mamba.
It's gonna be like the movie.
Elephants kill more people than the elephants kill more people, and the second thing is the black mamba.
And a lot of people treat them like shit. Those train the elephants.
Yeah.
They treat them like shit.
And they remember that too.
It's gonna be like the movie. What's that? Avatar. At the end, all the animals came together to fight against Esau.
Huh.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And yeah, that movie is so spiritual, man. And Esau was getting led out of their land in chains with their heads down at the end of that movie. All right, they were all going into slavery. They were all getting put on them ships, just like the scriptures say. And Joel, the 3rd chapter.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, brother. I think
This
around
is-
the 9th verse.
This is Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Right. You know, the type of dude that'll just kick his dog, man.
Yeah.
You know, that'll just, you know, hurt animals for no reason whatsoever. Just cruel, man. Half feed them, leave them outside in the hot ass sun with no water, leave them outside in the freezing cold. It's below zero, and the dog is out there freezing to death for hours. All right, you got some cruel ass people, man, especially Esau.
Right, 'cause they told the tender mercy to the wicked are cruel, right? A lot of those animals that they have from the circus be so-called abandoned, be premature or whatever like that. And they take them in and motherfuckers chain them up 24 hours a damn day, man.
Yeah.
They're smacking more whips to perform, you know?
Yeah, basically, there's slavery. Modern day, the zoo and the circus is evidence of modern day slavery.
Oh, look how they do the whales, the fucking killer whales,
Yeah.
and fucking Shamu and all them.
They stuck in a pool, and
Oh,
they
man,
got water
that's hell.
blowing past them like they right.
That's hell. And they can swim 100 miles a day.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And it sounds like
If you can swim 100 miles a day, to be confounded in that, like, it does something to your mind, man. Like, hey, these crackers gotta pay, man.
It sounds like
It's so cruel, and that's why they fins, all they fins fall over. And all the orcas, they fins fall to the side, man. And that's what that is. It's a sign of depression.
Like and swimming in circles,
yeah.
man.
They fins don't stick straight up anymore. They all them orcas, they in captivity. All of them, their fins all fall. It's going to show you they're not supposed to be that way.
Or more wild being in that captivity.
Then every now and then they lose it and they kill one of the trainers, man.
This shit is just fucked up. Oh yeah, and that's once again irregular behavior.
That's beautiful.
Irregular behavior is for something that can go all around the world, man, ocean to ocean, to just be locked up in a cage.
Yeah.
Then you got a million people screaming in front of it, eating popcorn like.
Cat Williams
you
said
crackers
it, man.
gotta pay, man.
Cat Williams said it. He said, man, I don't feel very much like a tiger. When our war shit's supposed to happen, man. Right. Them animals in the zoo, man, they're fucking. I probably think they'd be drugged up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they drug them up a lot. Yeah.
They always sleep.
They always sleep. They always fucking sad looking, man.
Yeah, they drug them up to control them.
Yeah.
Same way they do people in the psych ward.
There you go.
Which they want people in there because somebody's making money keeping them beds full. So they ain't trying to help certain people.
Like jail.
Trying to keep just the same thing with jail. All right?
This place is fucked up, man.
This place is oppression. It's not, and it just makes me realize that it's not just a prison colony to the Israelites and all American citizens for that matter. Since certain citizens got different levels of freedom within this jail system. Like this one you can go as far as your living room. Some people can go as far as a city edge. Some people can go as far as a state edge. And then some people can travel all over the country, but they all still in prison. Right? Animals in America are in your zoos and they're all in prison, man. Right? That's just like taking a monarch butterfly, man, that flies, cross continents with them little bitty rice paper wings. But you taking it and put it inside of one of them conservatories.
A jar.
So it's spilled, and it's in a fucking jar. Right. This thing was flying from Canada to goddamn Brazil. Made it. It's made it through all that shit. Spiders and birds. It didn't get picked off, and to get put in a fucking jar by Esau and get put on display.
Man, the damn all your. Go ahead.
This is Joel 3. I was gonna start at 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them.
And that's what's happening. And that's taking us right back to vocab Malone. See, they don't want these prophecies to hang them alone. Amalekite Malone, right. Teeman Malone, right? They don't want these prophecies to roll around, man.
Good.
All right?
It says, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
So the Bible prophesies that the people who went into slavery is going to return the slavery back upon their head. So once again, where are the relics of the Jewish people in yokes of iron with chains around their neck, naked, on ships, going into slavery around the world? Where are they? I've yet to see one in 13 years doing this work, man. I've seen zero relics of Amalek in chains, yokes of iron on a ship being sold on an auctioning block. I haven't seen it, man. All right, because it didn't exist, because it didn't happen. And like I said, when you check the history, you find out that Amalek was the owner of the ships.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters.
So I'm going to sell your sons and your daughters, damn it. Go ahead.
Into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans.
Because we're going to be trading amongst each other.
Yep.
All right? I'm gonna have some goats and some sheep, some nice horses, and he gonna be like, well, here I got a couple big booty wenches. But okay, all right.
To a people far off, for Yahweh has spoken.
Yep, and then the ones we don't like, we gonna sell to the heathens far off. So your family, something we brought out earlier, but grab it again. Exodus 21 and 16.
21. All right, this Exodus 21:16. It says Exodus 21:16, and he that stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he should surely be put to death.
Right, so we're still found in the hands of the Edomites. They have not let us go. And like I said, and now they made it even worse because they took the physical chains off, and now they have us with contractual law, with our physical bodies connected to these numbers, being your social security number, your birth certificate, that they control you by. And then they determine your level of credit, you know, what you can buy and sell, what you can or cannot. They control your level of growth. Yep. All right, and then some of you they keep your growth stunted so that you can't get any of you, or you're definitely not going to allow you to have autonomous wealth where you can pass that wealth on to your sons and daughters or to your own people.
Generational wealth.
Right, you know, like Edomites will die and they have no children. They'll leave like all them mansions along Lakeshore Drive or Sheridan Drive up near Loyola. All them big ass mansions. All right, when you going down Sheridan Road, all on the lakefront, all them big ass mansions were owned by Edomites. And so what did they do? They gave them to the neighborhood or to the universities to benefit what? Their kind. Even the South Shore Country Club on 71st there, that big ass mansion, that's a mansion with guest house and houses for the horses. Some Edomites used to live there. That was and they service quarters. That big wall around where you see the things in the front.
The big ass pillars. Them pillars.
No, right in the front. No, in the front. The very front gates looks like like ramparts. Like
by
the
golf course.
Right.
Yeah.
That part where you first go in, those were the service quarters. So the servants lived there. When that couple died, they didn't have any children.
That's crazy.
And so how you gonna have all that wealth and live in that big ass house? But the Lord didn't give you no seed.
I never knew.
So what they
really
really
every week and never knew that.
Yeah, but now you know, brother.
I definitely know.
So
that's crazy,
so that was that house.
That's nuts.
They lived there.
That's nuts.
And that right. So when you first come in, those were the servants' quarters. And guess who are the servants' quarters?
It ain't a hard guess, brother.
Okay. So and what did they do? They donated that to the city. That's why it's a part of the park districts now. But all of them homes, so they make sure that Jake can't do that. They have it set up to make sure that they with redlining. All right.
Blackballing.
That's why they got everybody to fill out paperwork.
They go.
White.
I knew that.
They want to know all that.
Look, Esau just can't have it, man.
No, at all.
Hey, I had to bring you out to sit down. We did last night, man. Hey, man, that Psalms 2:8 gonna come into play, man.
Yes, sir.
And then all you clowns that say you don't want claims and don't want women to the other nations and all that.
Man, then you just not manly and you don't have a kingdom spirit.
Ruling class
we know you niggas lying, man. Right. Anyway,
them beta man, right? They lying, right? Because they trying to please Keisha.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Hey, and the brother said that too. They got an image to uphold for Keisha, man. And Keisha ain't upholding that image for you. She on World Star Hip Hop. She on Porn. Right, she think you a fucking dumbass, man. Oh, they on 75th Street. And that's what
Keisha ghetto gagging.
Yeah.
For racist ass Klansmen.
Yeah.
Neo-Nazis.
Yeah.
Dudes with swastikas tattooed on them. Gangbanging ass.
With no shame. With no shame, man. So Keisha ain't upholding her image for you clowns. But you know what? You can have that shit, man.
All day.
Quit something, brother.
Earlier,
It's still the spirit. Bring it out, brother.
Baruch 3:8.
You growing your beard, man. Coming in, man. Bring it out, brother.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all that
according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
So how does that fit Amalek when he's the one collecting all the payments? I mean, really, Amalek is the one, he's collecting all the payments. So how's he? What's the payments are he subject to?
Was it like you said? He pressing himself once again.
Right.
Once again.
He the victim and the villain.
He paying
then when you point it out, well, you must be an anti. You're an anti-sim.
Right.
You're an anti-sim.
Right.
See, them blanket statements. Listen, them blanket statements have been crushed, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashir and Hawashai, man.
Right.
All that, right? Like he said, anti-sim, man. That's crazy, cause y'all don't say that shit when y'all over there pulverizing them Ishmaelites.
Who are also Semitic.
There you go.
Right.
Y'all don't say that shit.
Right.
Which is ironic, because they're the
The
ones
jig
that
is up,
being
man.
anti-Semitic.
The whole world knows who we are and what's happening, man. You cannot stop the prophecies, man.
It is Ezekiel 36:1. Also thou, son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possessions. Therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord God, because they have made you desolate and swallow you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and you are taken up in the lips of talkers and are in the infamy of the people. Because like the elder was going into, man, Amalek occupy our holy land, man. And that whole thing, triple effect, goes down to how they try to just control the people, man. Even to a small comment bill to put you in a trap, so you won't even be able to get the high credit limits, man. And they, like the elder was saying, they really control you and they economically castrate you, man. That's all by design, because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. That's
right.
prophecy.
They don't want you, because every time Jake achieved autonomous wealth in his own areas, in his own neighborhoods, and Esau comes and burns it down. All right? Brownsville is just a couple miles behind us, and that was called the Black Belt.
Yep.
All right, that was the Black Belt. All right, and it had wealth that matched or surpassed Black Wall Street.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know. They know about Black Wall Street, but they don't know that it happened in Chicago, and it happened around the same time. That summer, man. You also had Elaine. You had what happened down in Elaine, Tennessee. That way. All right. Same thing. All right.
I heard it was something in Harlem too.
I'm sure it was. It's probably stuff we haven't heard about, right? Because they control the papers and the media.
Right.
All right. My favorite line in Gangs of New York. All right. That movie reveals a lot, man. And it shows you that the first gangbangers and the real gangbangers was Edomite, Caucasian men, Americans. All right. And they were all involved in the politics. And all the politicians, they were crooked, the crooked voting, the lies, the false history, the Jim Crow, all that shit was there, man. And my favorite scene in the movie is when the dude, because the police were called crushers. What do we call crushers? Right, a crusher is a dude in a sweat that be crushing people. The police were called crushers. They have issue. Look, you can somebody go on a fancy phone and Google it right now. Those big ass brass knuckles that was issued to the NYPD. They had big ass brass knuckles, and who you think they was using them on?
Right.
They was using them on y'all brown asses.
All right. Cook County, like when you get into fighting shit, what they send in the orange crush. Yep. Everybody they call them the orange. We call them the orange crush.
There it is, man.
Stop shit. The orange crush coming through.
So they were called the crushers, and he tells them in the movie, the scene is when the mayor had what was his name, Bill the Butcher, come in, and he's talking to Bill the Butcher, and he wanted some dirt to be done. He wanted to get rid of the one dude, the Irish dude who used to be gang banging himself, was now a sheriff. Because the dude said, "Nah, we can't allow you to be a." He said, "What's the next highest thing to an alderman?" Sheriff. So he made it. So a sheriff had a lot of power, just like sheriffs got lots of power now. You see how many sheriffs came against this corona thing, that happened here, the C-19 thing, right? How many sheriffs stood up and said they weren't gonna enforce those laws and shit on these businesses. But nevertheless, the mayor told Bill the Butcher that he wanted him to do this, and Bill said, "Why don't you get your crushers to do it?" And he said, no, I can't have them do it. He said, I need you to do it. He said, because the law must have the appearance of being upheld, especially as we're breaking it. I was like, God damn.
That's
they
powerful.
put it right in your face,
That's
man.
powerful, man. That's
yeah,
powerful,
he
man.
said, right. And I'm gonna tell you what. You watch that show that's on in Netflix right now called Startup, and it'll show you how crooked the politicians, the law, and how big business operates just like street gangs, and even worse, man. Right? I heard about that one. Didn't see it, but I heard about it. I know I heard about that. But yeah, but in that, I'm gonna have to go ahead and break down and watch that. But in that show, Startup, that shit raw as fuck, man. But it shows you how crooked from the FBI to the street cops, everybody was dirty as hell, man. Man, you watched it? Oh yeah. Well, it's the same thing in when the CIA spooks show up. I'm telling you, in that Startup, because the main characters is a Levite. You got the Haitian dude. You got the little badass Cuban chick, the Manassarite, and the Amalekite.
Oh yeah. The brother was telling me about that.
And way it starts up is that the Haitian dude, because man, them damn Levites is fucking. They on a whole nother. They make these niggas here think they're gangbanging. They ain't. You go fuck with them Haitians, man. They'll show you how it's done. All right, them dudes. The dude took the hood money. He took 300 grand, and he went and invested it. He's like, I'm on some different shit. We gotta come up. So he went and invested with the Amalekite banker dude, and then he went to go check on his money, and then he couldn't find the dude. So he found his son, put him in the trunk, and took him out to the Everglades. And he said people come out here for two reasons: to catch gators or feed gators. Right? So he like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And, he was like, look, I gave your father my money, and that's basically how it starts. All right? So the dude, so he's like, man, I'll get you your money. Don't do this to me, man. I can get you your money, man. And so he listening to him, all right? And he wanted the shot callers. But he still got to answer to another dude, and they asking him, hey, where that money at, man? Right. So he like, look, man, if you don't give me that money, me and you gonna get fed to these gators. So the dude's like, I'll have your money. That's how the show starts. And then the Manassarite chick is a fucking fine, wicked ass bitch. She clit or dick, whichever one's available.
That's most of them.
Right. But she's a computer genius. And so the three of them start a business, and I ain't gonna tell you no more. You gotta watch that shit, man. And then all the shit that they go through, and then how the street dude end up becoming a damn executive in the company he helped start and outshine all of them. Damn. I mean, you gotta see the shit, man. Go ahead, brother. Up. 1864. Police issue.
Metropolitan in New York.
The Crushers.
That thing.
Metropolitan Police.
You know how you can look at something? You know how heavy that motherfucker is? That's like a brick your face.
So I don't want to lie to you, and I try not to ever lie to you. All right.
Them motherfuckers thick.
Yeah.
Them ain't watered down, man.
No. That's breaking. If you put your arm up to defend yourself, it's breaking your arm. It's breaking your bones, man. Yeah.
Baseball.
And if they hit you with you're gonna be unrecognizable. And if you survive it, you're gonna be so fucked up after it, the scars and shit, and you ain't never gonna look the same.
Brain damage.
Yeah.
Orbitals broke. Orbitals fucked up. Your sight. Your jaw. It's gonna fuck you up.
You'd have been in a lot of cases. I can only imagine how many Jakes died and got so fucked up that death would have been better. You know.
I thought Ezekiel 36:2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because the enemy have said against you, even the ancient high places are ours to possess.
And that's Amalek in our land, claiming to be us. All right? Because you know this Edomite all throughout history, he busted, man. He busted, and Yahweh Ratazah, as long as I have my breath in me, I'm gonna to expose and show that he's a liar. and prove it.
That's right.
With his own sources.
That's right.
Yahweh Ratazah, he never take that spirit off of me, man. As long as I have breath in me, I'm going to prove on a daily basis that these people are liars and not what they say that they are. And they can come on the comment board and put all say their little stupid comments.
Get emotional.
Right, and their little emotional comments and talk all that shit that they talk. Spew out those blanket statements that have no credibility behind them. Nothing to substantiate what they're saying. They're just regurgitating whitewashed lies.
And they ain't gonna find it nowhere in the Bible that they say they believe in, man. That they swear on in a court of law, that they have your ass swear on, that they swear their presidents on. They ain't gonna find it nowhere in there, man. But they got so much shit to say. And another place you ain't gonna find them is on the corner preaching.
At all. I got precepts.
Yeah, so where are the Jewish camps?
The matzah
dude with their crowns covered, right? With the little zeets on.
Oh, they got the hat.
Right, the dude with the big ass Abraham Lincoln hat.
Sideburn curls.
You know, with the sideburn curls, with their signs.
You ain't gonna find it, man. We're right. We're in all black, man. Like the brother did. We're in all black.
Right. Because according
crazy,
to them,
man.
you know, the 12 tribes of Jewish, huh? Right. No, man. Abraham was not a Jew. Abraham was not Jewish. Isaac was not Jewish.
That's right.
Jacob was not Jewish. All right, they were Hebrews. All right, and that term Jew is actually Judean, and it was specifically talking about Judah, one tribe. All right, and then later on, because of confusion with the Romans, they started calling Benjamin and Levi also Jews, because of the Edomite Roman couldn't tell the difference between the Judean, between Levite, or between a Benjamite. He couldn't tell because Paul was referred to as a Jew, and we know Paul was a Benjamite.
That's right.
So that's the evidence right there.
And then a couple years ago, they had this article, this matzah man article, man. That's what I call them, the muzzle soft men. These dudes, man, they wouldn't grab the handful of fucking what the fuck? No, not them. The Indonesians, man, and try to say that they was Manasseh. Look, man. Just cut it out, man. Just cut it out, man. The jig is up, man.
Well, how was they Manasseh when all these relics you got? Hey, but you know what? The book Promised Lands and Lost Tribes destroys that lie.
Yeah.
Right. All right. And the fact that they took that book from being a $30, I bought that book for $30 about 12 years ago.
Is that Ronald Sanders?
Ronald Sanders, Lost Tribes and Promised Land. Yeah. That book goes for $10,000 hardback.
Good Lord.
$10,000. They do not want people. That's new.
So used
is about $2,000. No, you can get a used copy. You can get a good. Yeah, I still have mine. Yeah, but I bought mine.
Jake ain't buying.
I bought mine for $30.
Jake on George.
12 years ago. That book. Somebody prove it. Somebody You Google that book. Brand new hard copy. Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. Right. And in that book is so much information and evidence about Christopher Columbus, the Hebrew interpreters that he brought to the Americas with him. And then not only that, it's another book. I imagine they're gonna take the price up on it sooner or later too. It's Mayor K. Serling's Christopher Columbus and discoveries of the Portuguese and Spanish discoveries of the New World, or something to that effect. The book written by Mayor K. Serling also highlights some of the same points that I highlighted in Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. Proven. Yep. Damn. They took it back down. I guess they stopped trying to fight it.
They know these niggas, right? But they know the niggas ain't gonna look at it anyway.
Well, no, hold on. Maybe those are revived virgins.
So they took shit out of
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That, right.
Oh, yeah, he stopped taking
Lost Tribes are right. This one right here is 122 used.
They gave the remix.
Yeah, so these are right. Those are revives.
So the remix. He got.
It's saying price drop. So basically, those are revived. So it's been information removed.
Yeah, they gave you.
That's
the
why
remix,
they right. Those are 46 and right.
You can see redacted.
Hey, that's how redacted.
Lines.
Hey, that's like how the beloved apostle of the Ram Lab. You know, when we go into these books, he always had to use this terminology: eat the meat and spit out the bones. He started to put the bones in there and took the meat out. Right. He gave it
Feast of Bones.
Right. He gave you the
Damn,
remix.
that's a good name. Hey, that's basically Esau's history. It's a feast of bones.
Hey, in the other book,
ain't no meat.
He literally did it. In the other book that they I know they got rid of that Articulus of the 13th tribe. It goes into how they drunk out the skulls.
They took up the price on that one too.
Yeah, man. Esau's a damn. He's just the devil. Listen, man. If you don't get right now that the self-proclaimed white man is the goddamn devil, man, I don't know what to tell you.
And they also did that with who was Esau Edom. They took that price.
Oh
way
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
Matter
I
of
got
fact,
that one.
Esau Edom will get your page deleted.
Yeah, I got that.
That's how. Yeah, that Esau Edom book. You put the cover on it. They'll cut your video or delete it. Just
Got a book called Blacks in the Bible.
Yeah, but see, a lot of them books like that, they always try to shine on like the Hamitic races, like Kemet and shit like that. That's what they be trying to get on.
Well, that's funny because I just the books the brother gifted me. Both of those books are telling you that the Hamitic races are dark, but they're not Negroes.
That's right.
And those books match up with what the scholars are saying. Right? The scholars, the Zondervan scholars and the Young's Dictionary scholars are saying that the Hamites are a different race from the Negroes.
Perfect.
Who was holding the scripture?
And it's Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. That's going back to what you said. As long as we got the breath in us, man, we're going to keep exposing this kingdom, man. We're just going to make it go down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Awashai, man.
And you know it's right too because you know it's right too because they constantly cut down brothers' pages, man.
Cut constantly, man.
All the time. And
You
then
can't
what?
say shit.
Brother got a backup page. They trying to cut that.
Hey, like me and the brother Pataka Law was in the car talking about that thing. We was looking at old videos and titles and shit. He like, this must be from 5 years ago. I'm like, it was, man. But this shit, Esau, you say anything, man. The famine of the word is coming. It's real, man. That's why I don't deal with a lot of scoffers. I don't deal with niggas talking shit. Because they just, man, it's over with, man. The gates, the doors of mercy are closing, man.
Esau would dismiss the truth and still want to argue. You put the truth right in front of him, but wait a minute. And he still
wait a minute.
It's like, it's right there.
Wait a minute.
He's peeking over it, going under it. It's like, dude, it's right here.
That's what he gave to our women. That's why they do it.
And that's the beauty of the scripture because it says, every eye shall see. Everybody gonna see who we are. Everybody. And it's gonna be the end of it. Ain't no discussion after that, man. Everybody gonna see who the Israelites are. And who the fucking liars are.
Matter of fact, we gonna end with that.
And even you damn monkeys who don't want to believe.
Who holds the precepts?
Ain't gonna be no more games after that.
Read your scripture. Then somebody get 2nd Ezra 16 and 73.
Everybody should already know who the Israelites are. We had a low vibration, and everybody still want to be like us.
Yep.
At a low vibration.
Yep.
Imagine how it's gonna be when we at the top again.
Yes.
Right. Think about that.
It's true. They love us when we're at our lowest, man. All right. You know, back when I was a strapping young man, I used to walk in a bar in the triangle up in Lincoln Park, man. I would get the baddest Edomite bitch in there.
Well, you still do
and
that,
the dudes that were driving the Porsches with the yachts and shit, they hated it.
That's right.
They hated it, man. I was up in Gibson's eating steak with the rest of them for free. And why? Because Edomite bitch was in that pan for.
That's why. Let's go, nigga.
I was sitting there right with them. I was drinking my wine with my pinky out.
Right. That's right. That's right.
$7
And they
in
hated
nigga
it,
pocket.
man.
They can't take it.
But you know what? But Esau's too scared to say anything, though.
That's right.
All right.
And when the Lord blesses, Lord willing, man, we gonna make their biggest yacht look like a damn guppy, bro.
We gonna have chariots.
All that, man. We gonna have
All that
chariots.
shit, man.
We gonna have jewelry. We gonna have garments. We gonna
Right.
have some.
And so the point being, if we can have it like that when we have nothing.
Right.
And I love saying this. How much more when we have everything?
Hey, it's all out there. It's a rock.
How much more riches?
It's talking about a man that is dishonorable in riches. How much more in poverty, and a man that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? Hey, look at Donald Trump. I'm gonna use him as just an example because everybody can understand it. They got a whole hate campaign against him, man. Here it is. He one of the most wealthiest, outside of the real guys like the elites. He one of the most wealthiest, well-established men. Exactly. Look at him. He's a disgrace. But then again, you got a nigga You know, a nigga just can go in the club and ball, man. You know, with nothing, man. And be, hey, so just wait till we get our real estate back. When the Lord put the law, statutes, and commandments back in our inward parts, man, and He give us the kingdom, man, of heaven, man. You people are finished, man. And for you niggas that don't believe, hey, don't fucking believe.
Right.
Good, nigga.
Good,
You're gonna be shame.
you know what? Because that makes our chances go up.
Wait,
Right.
skyrocket.
So we appreciate that.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:5. It says, "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way." So the Lord is in control. It tells you in 2 Ezra 6, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the heel of the hand, man. So Yahushua gave him this sword, all right, and he put the spirit on men in these last days to reveal him, man. Like it says here, 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then it's talking about the times we're living in now. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, man. The chariots, man, it's all unfolding.
This is the brightness of his coming. This is the first stage of it.
Right.
Hey, like the Apostle Elder Ram last say, the beginning of the spiritual power.
Right.
This where it starts.
That's right.
And he told us quick. He said, "Lead them 2/3 long."
Fuck him. Fuck him.
2/3.
That nigga Bernie Mac say, fuck him.
I'm gonna have to bite my tongue and not even when they say something stupid, just ignore them and keep it moving, man.
Hey, Salakia Elder, he told the prophet Ezekiel, I will make your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth.
That's right.
Some of these, look.
It ain't shit else to say. The
Cast
chariots
the bird
out here.
before swine.
Hey man, hyperinflation is here. Food shortages, mega drought. The chariots making themselves known. Hey, fuck you people. Hey, die to death, man. Die to fucking death.
I had my ex even say that I'm gonna be out here ass out. That she said that I wish I'd have been more disciplined and just did what I was supposed to do.
One amongst many.
Stupid.
Because she said I'm gonna be out here ass, but she said when shit hit the fan, I'm gonna have no cover. She said that.
And you gotta be a horrible person. You gotta be a horrible woman to be put in the prophet's life and showed all these great things and take him out. I make sure my ex-wife punched the L. Vivid. Fuck that bitch. I can't wait till that bitch die.
It's back in 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. Man.
Fuck him.
Right in the kiss. Fuck him.
Reach out his hand.
Try it, man. Try it, Lord. Try it.
Right in the kiss.
Right in the kissing.
This 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 73. It say, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold and the fire."
Then it's gonna be known, man. Who's the Lord chosen?
That's us, man.
We gonna find out, man. And so them Amalekites and them BOIs and them bootleg starts, them renegade startups who don't like order. All right. Good luck to you.
Yeah, they
fall apart.
Because that ain't gonna help you. So with that, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukar Kodash.
Wa Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.